Any assistant coach, first of all, has dreams and aspirations to be a head coach. So there was that was a major driving force when I got the call. And then after that, I love this region. I've lived in New England now for 6 years. It's a place I want to call home and continue to do so for many years. And I loved everyone that I met when I came on my interview. There's a lot of momentum in the university right now. Everything that I'm hearing and seeing as I walk around is positive, and I think it's moving in the right direction, so it's a great place to start my head coaching career. You start to learn a lot from people that you're working with, and I've had the privilege of working with some great people over the years, all with different styles, and I started to take pieces of each coach's philosophy and kind of build my own. And, got to the point where I was excited to take all of these ideas and, kind of make my own style. And I think it's a move that I've been thinking about for a while, and I think I've been ready for a while. And I'm just ready to see what I can do. In some ways, my roots are old school in that I like to, talk about all of the skills that have proven themselves over time and work with athletes in that way. I'd like to say I'm pretty laid back, but I'm constantly striving for better ways to do things, looking at the athletes and seeing all of their positives and their advantages and tweaking maybe things that need a little bit of improvement on, but ultimately finding how we can get the most out of each athlete. First and foremost, you need to have athletes that are goal-driven and want to win and succeed, and have a passion for the sport, and that are coachable, willing to listen and learn and be students of the game. People often talk about you need certain physical attributes, and of course there are. You maybe, whether it's size or ability, but you have to start with that ground, with the roots of them being coachable and wanting it just as much as you do. Well, there's a lot to do. I was hoping to meet with them as soon as possible, get to know the personalities, get to know where their current attitudes are, about where the program is, where it's going, get an idea of what they're capable of, so as I go out and recruit future teammates, I can get athletes that will mesh well and help them succeed. So, there's a lot to do with meeting the athletes and kind of getting them on board and seeing if we can create a new culture here. I think it's very important for the head coach to come in and express what their coaching philosophy is, what they expect, and be very clear about what they expect moving forward. And then the athletes have to buy in. I mentioned before the roots of needing the athletes to want this as bad as you personally do or more, and having that passion and understanding your expectations and be willing to make them. Yes and no. I laugh, when I was growing up, I asked a coach who probably gave me the biggest opportunity that actually kind of get me into volleyball, why he chose me, because at the time I was not a very talented volleyball player, and he said, one, I had height, and two, I was coachable. And I think that is a crucial aspect for any athlete. So in that way, yes, I would have recruited me. The passion and the coachability. Yeah, Ken Nichols was hugely instrumental in helping me become a head coach. I had great mentors prior to Ken, but getting to Northeastern, he really let me have a hands-on approach to everything that ran that program, and let me help him run practices and get used to that, and a lot of recruiting and a lot of the administration side of things that comes with athletics that I learned under Ken Nichols. And more importantly, just from a strategy standpoint, I hadn't really worked with somebody who put as much thought into strategy and scouting opponents and looking at our team and really playing on their strengths. And he was very good at not only doing that, but teaching me along the way. When I first got the job, I called all my friends and family and told them how excited I was, and was excited to see it get posted on the website, printed it off so I could frame it, and ready to go.